YouTubers, Mike Martin's here with the Mike Martin channel. Guys, you know how I feel about accounting or understanding accounting or how accountants work or what accounting is all about. Well, I've had companies where I get my accounting done and the accountants would just disappear or not do the work. You'd pay them X amount of money up front. Nothing will get done. And then after Revenue Canada, CRA, comes after you, instead of telling them, look, this accountant did this, and they're like, no, that's your fault for hiring him. Canada, or in the province of British Columbia, is the only province in Canada where you do not need a ticket to do accounting for companies, big corporations. You don't need no proof of anything to be an accountant here in this province of British Columbia. It's your fault for hiring them, so the CRA comes back and gets you. Well, what accounting error is being exposed today or is happening? Well, it's on CBC News, on Canadians Broadcasting Crap. Ottawa shortchanged more than 270,000 veterans on pensions, disability payments. Accounting error is believed to have cost veterans $165 million between 2002 and 2010. That's a lot of cake for these guys. And these guys worked really hard. Look at them with their poppies there. Look at them standing up straight, shoulders flat. Look at them. Look at that. Oh, yeah. More than 270,000 ex-soldiers were shortchanged by Veterans Affairs Canada for over 8 years because of accounting error worth at least $165 million, CBC News has learned. The mistake was uncovered by the Veterans Ombudsman's office, which has worked with the federal department for over a year to get it to confirm the mistake and make amends. A written statement from Veterans Affairs Minister Seamus confirmed a retroactive compensation program in the works, but the affected veterans will have to wait up to 2 years to get their money. We will ensure that those affected will receive compensation to which they are entitled. But what happens when you make a mistake or something? I remember my PST wasn't paid correctly because the paperwork was done incorrectly by the accountant, and it was $16. And they were already talking about auditing me and coming to take my car away. Like, it's like, what the heck, man? Seriously? It's like, oh, I don't have to worry. I work for the government. She's like laughing at me. It's like, really? O'Regan said, at this stage, given the number of individuals affected, we expect to issue payments by 2020. We will share more information with those affected as it becomes available. The minister thanked the Guy Parent for uncovering the error. Our interest is the veterans and their families are treated fairly. Exactly, said Parent in an interview Monday with CBC News. Veterans are so important. My dad's a war vet. He fought in Portuguese Africa for the Portuguese colonial wars. Our countries were becoming destabilized. And by the Dutch, the French, the German, the English, everybody was destabilizing Portuguese Africa because Portuguese Africa had a referendum and they voted to stay with Portugal and it wasn't rigged. And a lot of it was like 89%. And they really smeared the Portuguese in a bad name. And he fought in those wars and basically they handed everything over. And the second Angola was handed over to the Angolan people, who are still considered Portuguese to this day, because that was in the 1970s. Cuba stepped in there to take the capital. Cuba. Look up Cuba and Angola before I go off topic here. So let's continue here. The error was made in a monthly indexing calculation on disability awards and pensions and is believed to have started as far back as 2002. The department didn't factor in the basic provincial tax credit for individuals. Yeah, I think they should charge at least 4%, 5% VIG. A good 5% VIG. Very vigorous on this. They need to be very vigorous to get this thing straightened out for these people. Because I have a lot of respect for war vets. I'm across the street from the Legion. I talk with them all the time. Some of them are war vets and some of them are legionnaires that are aligned, you know what I'm saying, with fallen comrades and stuff and family, you know. That led to lower monthly payments of 272,000 veterans, a significant number of them Second World War and Korean veterans. As many as 175,000 of them have since died, leaving the federal government with a legal mess to untangle related to their estates. It's going to be a challenge, parents said. Depending upon individual circumstances, the ombudsman said the error will have deprived veterans of between $50 to $2,000 in the time frame. Those war veterans that are low income and that have received the war allowance, I mean, $2,000 is almost equivalent of a monthly payment for them. The ombudsman said it is significant for them. The error ran unchecked from 2002 to 2010, according to the International Department of Numbers analyzed by the ombudsman's staff. Sorry, guys, that's just a word I don't use every day. In 2011, Veterans Affairs inexplicably resumed using the correct calculation. The department did not, however, make any move to reimburse veterans for the lost income, which would have, in the worst cases, amounted to a few $100s per month. We did not look at the cases. We did not look at how or why, said Parent. We discovered the error, they acknowledged it, and now our interest is in fairness, making sure they are repaid and the money goes back into the veterans' pockets. Parent said it is up to the Veteran Affairs to explain why the error took place when it was spotted and why nothing was done about it until the ombudsman stepped in. Man, how many times have you used that word in the article? Conservative defense critic James Benz was caught off guard by the news, who claimed two former veteran ministers who served through the time when the mistake was spotted knew nothing about it. They were never ever briefed on this, said Bazan, who demanded more details on the Liberal government's compensation plan. You just kind of ruined it right there when you said Liberal government's planned compensation plan for veterans. So wait. Some veterans did end up receiving reimbursements, but inadvertently and without knowing it. The Liberal government's 2016 budget poured more money into disability awards, and measure included retroactive payments. But the ombudsman said the difference was not made up for those who received disability pensions between 2002 and 2010. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Was it just a mistake made in the clerical mistakes? Because I know a lot of accountants that screwed up my taxes, and when I bring it up to the CRA back in the day, they would say, it's your fault for hiring them. Wait a minute. Can you recommend me an accountant? No, we can't. It's illegal. We can't do that as the CRA. Huh. So you want me to purposely find someone that's going to screw me over, and then you guys come and find me? That's really interesting how it works. Really interesting. Anyways, guys, sorry for going severely off topic here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I would like to know. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button.